Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana. Earlier today, Raila Odinga stormed Ukambani, Makueni County, to be specific, hosted by Makueni Governor, Professor Kivutha Kibwana, among other Ukambani leaders and governors, Charity Ngilu, and also Alfred Mutua. And from those photos there, you can see that the rallies were well attended, an indication that they were also successful too. So today, Raila managed to bring on board all the three governors to attend his Azimio la Umoja in Ukambani. That's a big boost and a plus for Raila Molo Odinga. But for the better part of yesterday and even today, rumors have been doing rounds that Kalonzo's side, they were not actually happy with Raila working with these governors. They felt that maybe Raila was overlooking Kalonzo Musyoka and instead choosing to work with these governors. That has been the feeling, or rather that has been the rumor. So today, that same question about jitters emanating from Kalonzo's side, that question of jitters emanating from his side was passed to him. He was asked about the jitters, and this is what Kalonzo Musyoka had to say.
So you must look at it. Hakuna hati wangu nasema ati kuna jitters, kuna nini? Jitters ya nini? Na huenda ikawa tukimaliza mambo ya kuzunguka kila mahali tutakutana sema waseme Kalonzo tosha.
Yes, that was Kalonzo's response when he was asked about the jitters that was seemingly emanating from his political camp as far as Raila's tours in Ukambani are concerned. That's how he responded. And from that response, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many political conclusions or things we can learn from that. So that's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion today. But before we dwell into that, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Thank you. God bless you. From that response of Kalonzo Musyoka and from the kind of speeches that were made today in Ukambani by Azimio la Umoja, there are things that comes out very clearly. The first thing that comes out clearly, Kalonzo is not ruling out any possibility of working again with Raila Amolo Odinga. In this case, it's just trying to play smart by saying maybe Raila will just declare in Tosha. So Kalonzo, in a nutshell, is not ruling out any possibility of him and Raila working together once again. And technically, from where I sit, Kalonzo is just cleverly telling Kenyans that he might just say Raila Tosha. That's what I believe Kalonzo Musyoka might just be telling Kenyans. That they should not be surprised when he says maybe Raila Odinga Tosha. But in this case, he's just cleverly trying to say that maybe Raila can say Kalonzo Tosha. I tend to believe that's the first thing that comes out very clearly. Kalonzo is not ruling out any possibility of working with Raila Amolo Odinga. And in working with Raila Amolo Odinga, it can be either Raila saying Kalonzo Tosha or Kalonzo saying Raila Tosha. Those are all possibilities. The second thing, Kalonzo as individual recognizes Raila's political worth. He believes that with Raila's declaration of Kalonzo Tosha, that's enough for him to make a serious stab at the presidency, if not to win the presidency. So Kalonzo is just acknowledging that Raila is a political giant or a political supremo in Kenya's political sphere. That also comes out very clearly. Yes. And then the third thing, Raila's Azimio la Umoja might be sending some chills through Kalonzo. He feels that he might be left out. So it's just trying to remind maybe other leaders who might take that opportunity to ring-fence Raila Amolo Odinga. Is just trying to send also a warning to them that is still in some kind of talks, or maybe it can still work with Raila Amolo Odinga. I tend to believe Kalonzo is just trying to tell them that actually he has not said he's not going to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. Because, we have political opportunists who might now see that Kalonzo Bada Naringa, and they might just ring-fence Raila Amolo Odinga. So Kalonzo is one way or the other is just trying to beat them in their own game by coming to state that maybe they might just find himself and Raila Amolo Odinga working together. And also on top of that point, if you watched Raila's opening speech, when he was given the podium, or rather when he took to the podium, Raila was very, very calculative and very, very smart in his opening speech. In fact, Raila made it clear to residents of Ukambani or Makweni, for that matter, that he had greetings from two people. The first person was President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and then the second person he had his greetings was Kalonzo Musyoka. And even went further to state that yesterday night, actually he talked to Kalonzo Musyoka and briefed him of his political tours in that area yesterday. An indication that Raila Odinga recognizes that Kalonzo is also a major player in Ukambani politics. And that, from where I sit, I believe that's a very genius move by Raila Amolo Odinga. Because largely Ukambani, I tend to believe Kalonzo has a very good portion of supporters in Ukambani. So by Raila first acknowledging Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila is just actually endearing himself to Kalonzo Musyoka's supporters. That's very contrary to what we have been seeing with William Ruto. William Ruto has been going to maybe those areas and then he starts attacking the kingpins. And that just alienates him from those people or the supporters of the ethnic kingpins. So in this case, Raila cleverly actually endeared himself to the residents, or rather to Ukambani residents, by first acknowledging their son, Kalonzo Musyoka. That was a genius political move from Raila Amolo Odinga. And then fourthly, just recently, there was a ward by-election in Nguu Masumba ward in Makweni. And an independent candidate who was being campaigned for by Professor Kivutha Kibwana, and also we are meant to believe Raila was also facilitating that, won that seat. So during that occasion of today in Makweni, that independent candidate who just won an election was also given the podium or the chance to speak. And this is what he had to say.
I want to observe all protocols. I am so grateful that I'm the newly arched MCA for Nguu Masumba. And I'm privileged that I've arched through the background. That is the bench. That is from His Excellency the Governor Makweni, Professor Kivutha Kibwana. I've arched from Her Excellency the Governor Charity Kaluki Ngilu from Kitui. And I've also hatched from His Excellency the Governor Alfred Mutua from Machakos County. Baba, I don't want to talk much, lakini wacha nikulinganishe na mvua. Wewe ni kama mvua.
Chambo yako ilikuwa ni uonekane, sema haraka.
Ni kama mvua. Mvua ikinyesha, ukienda porini unapata wanyama wa porini wako na furaha. Ukienda msituni unapata ndege wa angani wako na furaha, na unapata wanadamu wako na furaha. mimea inakuwa na furaha. This is a route map. Yeah, that we baba, sasa wewe ni kama mvua, tunaenda na wewe na baraka za mvua sikufikie. Shukran.
Okay.
That's a leader who was just recently elected as an independent candidate, having been campaigned for by Professor Kivutha Kibwana and also from behind the scenes, Raila Amolo Odinga. And from the way he's speaking, he's actually endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga for the presidency. Somebody was just elected the other day. So what can we also learn or draw from that? It also shows that maybe we might also see a situation that as Kalonzo will still be dilly-dallying, we might now find the ground forcing Kalonzo Musyoka maybe to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. That's also a possibility. Because now if all the governors of Ukambani are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga, and you know, somebody like Kivutha Kibwana, Charity Ngilu and Alfred Mutua, these are not your ordinary governors. They have performed exceedingly well in their counties. Kivutha Kibwana has done a wonderful job in Makueni County, same to Ngilu and also Alfred Mutua. So if all these three governors can all combine efforts to campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga, what they started today, then Kalonzo Musyoka might now start feeling the heat from the ground. He might start feeling the heat. And the ground in one way or the other, because of the influence of these governors, might now start telling Kalonzo to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. Because for quite some times, it's only William Ruto who has been doing his campaigns in Ukambani. Raila has never done any campaign in Ukambani. In fact, he was doing that deliberately because of Kalonzo Musyoka. But now that Kalonzo maybe is still dilly-dallying, Raila has seen it fit now to maybe start going to the people. So we might just find the people telling Kalonzo maybe to work with Raila Amolo Odinga. And the MCA there, who actually welcomed that MCA, or rather the master of ceremony, who welcomed that member of county assembly, I think he has not done a good job there. You know, somebody who was just elected recently and on an independent candidate, they ought to have used that opportunity to milk the right perception from that member of county assembly. The MCA there failed. He failed the test. He failed. And then finally, Kalonzo and Raila are in some secret power talks. That also comes out very, very clearly. Because now Kalonzo is stating clearly that you might just find them working together. Maybe Raila saying, well, Kalonzo Tosha, and working together, it can be both ways. And then also when Raila took to the podium, he never had very harsh terms, or he never attacked Kalonzo. In fact, he was very, very cautious on the way he was talking. That's an indication that these two leaders, from behind the scenes, they might be in talks. There might be some ongoing talks. So they just never wanted maybe to attack one another or to go hard against one another. As the case of William Ruto, who when he gets the podium, he just attacks other leaders. But Raila here is trying to be cautious, and Kalonzo also is also trying to be cautious. They don't want to have to say some very harsh words against one another. So, ladies and gentlemen, having looked at Raila's forays today in Ukambani, and also from that short clip of Kalonzo's response, I tend to believe, without any doubt at all, that as we approach 2022, we might definitely find Kalonzo and Raila most likely teaming together once more. That's a very, very high possibility. And in the event that fails to happen, then we might find the three Ukambani governors actively campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga in Ukambani. And that will really augur very negatively for Kalonzo's political strength in Ukambani. We might just find these three governors giving Raila Amolo Odinga some very, very good votes in Ukambani. So it's up to Kalonzo maybe to decide to work with Raila, to go it alone, or even to work with William Ruto. But from where I sit, I tend to believe most likely Kalonzo Musyoka will most likely work with Raila Amolo Odinga. From the information we are getting behind the scenes, that's a very, very high possibility. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. Thank you. God bless you. If you are watching us for the very, very first time outside Kenya, drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Drop a comment, please. And to our esteemed fans and subscribers in this forum, or rather in this YouTube channel, I'm very, very much grateful for the kind of support you are giving me in this YouTube channel by constantly giving our videos likes, constantly dropping your comments. I'm very, very much grateful. God bless you. God bless Kenya. And to any other person who also loves our videos and is also a fan of ours in this YouTube channel, and you have not yet subscribed, take this opportunity, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. And also kindly, if you don't mind, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.